Philae Temple on your way to get there, so it's a bit of a hard bargain, but anyway, we've got a 350 Egyptian return. He'll wait for me, so alright, let's go. Temple. Okay, today I'm visiting Philae Temple at Aswan in the south of Egypt. So firstly, when you came down to the ticket office, you get buy a ticket, you go through and down a ramp to where you'll see boats all moored up at a wharf there, or it's a sort of a ramp more than a wharf. Just negotiate with one of the guys there a price for a return trip to Philae Temple, about a 15-20 minute trip across. The trip negotiated price will also include return. He'll wait there for you to come back after visiting the temple, regardless of how long you're there. I negotiated a price of around, I think it was around 50 Egyptian pounds, which I'm told was, pretty good price. It was okay. As you can see, all these boats here are the ones doing these trips. Today there was maybe half a dozen, 10 at the boat most using it. It was extremely quiet. And this is about 8:30 in the morning. It's a beautiful morning. So we're just heading across now what is called the Aswan Reservoir. So to my right is the Aswan Old Dam Wall, built in 1902, and to the left upstream is the Aswan New Dam Wall, built in the 60s. It's about a 10-kilometre strip of water between the two dams walls. Straight ahead to the right there a little bit is the village where these boat owners live. They traverse across there every morning, pick up their boat, and away they go. Just ahead, a bit hard to see, but there's a couple of guys rowing in a boat, have been out fishing in the morning for Nile perch. But our trip today is to Philae Temple on the island. So tucked away on an island in the Nile, only a short boat ride from Aswan, lies the most beautiful sights in all of Egypt, Philae Temple. Philae Temple Complex is an island-based temple complex in the reservoir on the Aswan Dam. The temple is an important site as it is dedicated to Isis, the goddess of healing, birth and magic, as well as Osiris and Horus. Philae Temple is also one of the last temples that practiced Egyptian religion before it was converted to a Christian church in the 6th century during the reign of Justinian. The earliest known temple at Philae dates back to the reign of Pharaoh Nectanebo, 380 to 362 BC. This temple was dedicated to Isis and her husband Osiris. During this time, Philae became a major centre for the worship of Osiris and Isis. Many other temples were built on the island during this period, including ones dedicated to Horus, Hathor and Sobek. The Roman period, 30 BC to 395 AD, saw further changes at Philae. Emperor Augustus built a new temple complex devoted to Isis on top of an older structure by Ptolemy II. The new temple featured two main halls, one for worshipping Isis and one for worshipping Osiris. In addition, Augustus also added several other structures such as a library, a theatre, an amphitheatre and baths. Today the Philae Temple complex is considered one of Egypt's most important archaeological sites due to its rich history spanning over 3,000 years. It is also home to incredible artefacts such as statues depicting various gods and goddesses from ancient Egyptian mythology and hieroglyphs telling stories about their lives and beliefs. The carvings of the hieroglyphs are equal to those of other major temples, but somehow they seem more beautiful, and there certainly seems to be more images of goddesses here rather than gods. Hathor, the goddess of beauty, who has the head of a cow, can be seen everywhere. The theory was the larger the eyes, the more beautiful the women, and as cows had large eyes, they were also the symbol of beauty. Alright, let's get on with the tour of Philae Temple. So here we are, Philae Temples. So we have the kiosk of Nectanebo I, Temple of Arson Office, Temple of Mendulus, East and West Colonnade, and the Isil Temple. Alright, let's go have a look. lot of these temples, 300, 400 BC. Standing structures. So this is the kiosk of Nekanimbu. It's one of the oldest monuments on Philae. This is the Temple of Aswan office. Yeah, he was alright, he was a good bloke.
So we do drilling, metal, another second block above rebar. Yes, that's what we did to support it. If there is a little bit of plastering over there, since 1972 till 1980. 8 years. 8 years. 1,000.
Une avec le feu aussi.
On va pas avoir 15 000 en avance. Hop, hop, hop.
And while here they would hold the arms, because this time they walked in the rooms. This time they wanted to protect the newborn baby. As you find here, he was born here, because he revenged after that of the murder of his father. So they protected him. You find here, he was born, this is his mother Isis, and Amra, the double figures. And he was created on the pottery. As you find here, the potter's wheel, you find the Anubis and the guard, the creation God to know, as you find him, that he created him.
Carving. Amazing.
Et moi je suis pas bien, je tombe. Il faut qu'elle trouve le bon cadrage là, avec la bonne lumière surtout.
Absolutely beautiful place here. Massive inscriptions.
Yes, so what happened was that once we stopped with the celebration program, they had to do a proper around the island. So they would stop in water, and then they came to water,
So, pretty big complex this. So just had the local constabulary, actually military, come up and take my phone. Say, oh, take your photo. He took some photos, some videos. Then I had to give him the bashish, which is a tip. It's
$3 tip. It's nothing. They know all the right spots for you to stand. Give you the best look. Can't argue with that. Old grinding wheel. Huge temple. Temple of Hathor.